Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of Fueled by Insanity. I swear I did not forget. Actually, yes I did. I juggle so many of these visual novels in my head that sometimes one of them falls through the cracks and I have to reach down deep and pull it back out just to remember it. So, I had a very, very rough night, so this video is being rushed out because we lost our cat. One of our cats. And so we went outside in the freezing cold with flashlights and weapons, you know, in case of coyotes, and flashlight and coats, and we searched for like 2 hours. We were crying, we were upset, we were angry, and we were just about to just give up hope for the night when the little sucker came prancing out of my room like nothing had happened, and we had searched everywhere. So, apparently, he can phase through fucking reality. As most cats seem to be able to do. But yes, he's in good hands now. We fawned all over him when he just walked on out like nothing was going on. Needless to say, I did not... I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to. I feel okay, though, so I'm here to bring you guys more content. Anyway, let's jump right back in. Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Okay. That's not what I meant! Wow, rude. Jeffrey, why? Why not? I stick my tongue out at him, getting my revenge on him for how he teased me earlier. Hey, guys! I turn mad as a familiar voice calls out to us. Wait a second. One second, guys. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. I'm back. I don't know how, but apparently my save got misplaced. Very strange. Anyway, we're back where we're supposed to be, so guys and gals, sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes of entertaining, and let's jump right in. Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. A moment later, the cutscene ends, and the camera zooms into first person with us hiding behind cover as zombies approach. To my surprise, Tracy is oddly quiet compared to earlier, but it could be just that the difficulty hasn't picked up yet. Tracy's able to clear out most of the zombies on her side with relative ease, so I find myself focusing most of my attention towards Ted's side. His aim is not very good, but then again, neither is mine. The two of us combined are barely able to keep up with Tracy. It also doesn't help that I keep forgetting that I need to aim up to reload and not to the side. Ow, stop smacking me with your gun, Jeffrey. Sorry, I'm not used to... Boss! I flinch as Tracy's sudden shot catches me off guard. As I look back at the screen, I notice a giant green alien-looking thing in front of us. I thought this game was supposed to be about zombies. Then again, these games never were consistent about stuff like this. I hold down the trigger, barely moving my gun throughout most of it because he takes up the whole screen anyway. There are circles on the screen showcasing its weak points, but I'm too tired to care right now. Besides, Ted and Tracy are doing fine without me putting in my all. I feel a little bit bad for not focusing and helping them beat the boss quicker, but not enough for me to actually change what I'm doing. Sure enough, the boss still goes down without too much difficulty, and we're taken to the results screen. Hell yeah! Tracy, of course, has the highest score due to taking out the most zombies and having the highest accuracy. I, however, am dead in last by quite a long shot. Oh wow, I wasn't the worst. Yay! You okay? Yeah, I'm just a little tired. Let's keep going. We continued playing, trying to see how far we can get. We managed to get through a decent chunk of the game, making it to the 3rd level. Unfortunately, we struggled to do much against the boss. I'm either too tired or too bad at the game to contribute much, so we lose half a minute into the encounter. Aww. Sorry guys, I suck. It's all good. I don't know about you guys, but at least I had fun. Me too. You know what? I did too. Let's play another one. Together, the three of us spend the rest of the day playing shooter after shooter. Sadly, none of them are quite as fun as the first one, but we still have a lot of fun anyway. Some of the games end up being only 2 players, so Ted and I take turns sitting out. I don't think I've ever seen Tracy quite in her element like this before. Ted surprises me too. I honestly expected him to be a total wimp about it, but he takes to these shooters like a natural. Or at least he takes better to them than I do. Eventually the group meets back up, ready to decide on what to do next. Hey, anyone up for laser tag? I've still not done it yet, and we have 5 of us here. Laser tag, huh? That sounds fun. I catch myself yawning, struggling to stay awake at this point. I know we've been here for quite a while, but I can't tell for how long. I'd be down for it. Same. Does it cost anything? I can cover you again. You sure? Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it, sir. Again with the sir? I find myself struggling to keep up with what's being said as a wave of sleepiness overcomes me. The loud music and flashing lights around me do nothing to help either. One second I'm standing, the next I'm feeling myself lose balance. Crash! Jeffrey! Apparently I managed to stumble over and fall into a display sign, knocking both it and myself to the ground. Oops! You okay, dude? Just spaced. Tired. Ted reaches down to help me up off the ground, and I think I hear someone else propping the sign back up. Thanks. So, laser tag, right? Woo! Not with you collapsing like that. You need to get some rest, man. Go home. Get some sleep. But I'm not... Before I can finish my rebuttal, I find myself yawning again, nearly losing my balance once more. Sean stares at me with a firm expression. I realize I'm not going to be arguing my way out of this one. Okay, maybe I do need sleep. I just feel bad because I want to be the reason... Don't want to be the reason... Sleep. Okay. Man, why did I have to have that nightmare last night? I was looking forward to today, too. Okay, maybe I was nervous as well, but we could have played laser tag. It sucks that this is the second time laser tags have been canceled because of me. I realize I've ended up spacing out yet again. I think someone asked something, but I'm not sure what. What happened? I'll drive you home. Don't worry. Thanks. I'll make sure he gets to sleep. I roll my eyes, realizing plans have been canceled now. I feel both guilty and frustrated that I can't be more awake now. Sorry, guys. It's all cool. Take care, you guys. Marshall, Ted, and I make our way to the entrance of the arcade, ready to head back home. Yeah, it sucks. Oh. By the time we get home, it's long since been night. It turns out we spent longer in the arcade than I realized. I think arcades are designed in a way to make you forget how long you've been there. Ted and I wave goodbye to Marshall as he drives off, thankful for the free ride. Right, let's get you inside so you can get some sleep. Yay. Yo. As soon as we get in the door, we're greeted by Daren. Hi, Daren. Did you guys have fun? I yawn and nod, too tired to give an actual response. We went to the arcade and played some games. It was funny because... I feel myself drifting off, not able to focus on the conversation. Now that I'm home and within reach of my bed, I feel even more tired. I'm tired. I'm asleep. Night. Take a shower first. But sleep. You've not taken one since you got here. But... Daren crosses his arms, not budging an inch on this matter. I better be careful. He might fall asleep in the damn shower. Shower. Now. I can smell you from here. I'm sure Ted can too. I don't mind, but showers are probably a good thing to have. I look back and forth between the two before giving in. Too tired to argue back. Actually, a shower probably helped him sleep better. Okay. Change out of those clothes while you're at it. But I don't... Bought both of you new clothes. They're in your room. Okay. With that, I wander off to take a quick shower before finally heading to bed. Poor Jeffrey. Ooh, beach. I find myself lying on a beach. Not a place I recognize, but then dreams don't have to be familiar. Pretty sure this is a dream, at least, though something feels different about this one. I can feel the sand underneath my fur, a sensation I've never felt before. Yet, this dream seems to simulate that feeling perfectly. I sit up and begin brushing sand out of my fur and off of my clothes, disliking the texture. That's strange, I've never felt anything in a dream before. I take a look at my surroundings and find nothing but endless sand in one direction and endless water in the other. Unsure of what to do, I look up at the clouds, debating whether or not I should fly up and away from this place. Yet, something makes me feel like I won't be able to. Before I can ponder further, I feel someone gently rest their hand on my shoulder. Turning around, I see a pristine silver fox silently staring back at me. Without a word, he takes his hand off my shoulder and makes his way over to the ocean. It's only now that he's facing away that I spot an intriguing detail about him. He has not one but 4 tails. Kitsune? As I stand there questioning who he is, he beckons me to follow. I obey, curious to see whatever it is he's wanting to show me. As he continues on his path into the sea, it doesn't take long for his form to make its way deeper and deeper into the water, until he's fully submerged. I feel nervous. I'm able to see anything underneath the surface, but I continue to follow anyway. I won't know what's going to happen. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to know what my dream is trying to tell me. The water is easy enough to walk through, putting up no resistance like real water would. It feels cool and refreshing, and even though I don't know how to swim, I feel at ease. I walk further and further along, up until I'm at nose level with the surface. I should be afraid, but I'm not. It's as if my subconscious is reassuring me that everything will be okay. I take a step forward and attempt to breathe in. It works. Of course it does. Dreams don't have to obey the laws of physics. There's nothing stopping me from breathing underwater in my own dream. I take another couple steps forward until finally I'm fully submerged. Everything feels too perfect down here, too precise. The water is completely still. No currents are streaming by. There are no rocks, no fish, no plants. There's no life at all. There's nothing but endless water and a flat bed of sand stretching out as far as the eye can see. Looking behind me, I find that the beach is now gone. It's more of the same, an endless field of sand underneath the surface. Surface? I look up, only to see the water appear to stretch into an infinite void of darkness. There's nothing that should be illuminating the seafloor, yet it's still lit up. I look around back and forth in a panic, seeing no sign of the Kitsune and no way out. There's nothing. It's all empty. Suddenly a gentle yet almost arrogant voice calls out from me. You seem to be lost. I turn to follow the voice, finding the Kitsune standing before me. He wears a faint smile, one that's both comforting yet unnerving at the same time. He looks both calm and non-threatening, yet at the same time I have no way to tell what his intentions are. I open my mouth to speak, to ask who he is, what he wants, but no words come out. Before I get too much time to panic, the silver Kitsune speaks again, his tone calm and soothing. Shh, you don't need to speak. You're here to listen. I look around, trying to find any distraction I can to avert my attention from his intimidating eyes, but there's nothing out there for me to focus on. I feel powerless, yet, oddly enough, calm. Sure, I'm uneasy, but I don't feel threatened, just exposed. I know what happened 2 years ago. He pauses, giving me time for the gears to turn in my head. The dream I had last night, the memory. I know what happened to Parker. I know what happened to Caleb. I know what happened in that cavern. I know about the cursed stone you three discovered. I've never told anyone about any of that. How could he know? No, this is a dream. It's a weird dream, but it's still just a dream. You aren't real. I shake my head and turn away, not wanting to deal with this, though as soon as I start walking away from him, he appears in front of me again. I said you're here to listen. What? A smile makes its way up across the Kitsune's face as he notices my panic and confusion. That was quite rude of you to walk away from me. No, you're not real. He places his hand on my shoulder, his expression easing up as he does. The fact that I can feel his hand, that I can feel the water around me and the seafloor beneath my feet scares me. What is wrong with my dreams lately? That dream last night, and now this one. What's going on? I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to make enemies. I'm very much real, as are you. I take a quick step back, pulling away from his loose grip on my shoulder. I swear I see him smirk as I do. You're afraid of me, aren't you? I open my mouth again, only to be reminded that I'm unable to speak underneath the water. I respond the only way I can, and nod. Don't be. As I said, I'm not here to be your enemy. Quite the opposite, in fact. My name is Caijoru. I already know your name. I'm here to make an offer. I know where Caleb is. I know what happened to him. I know how to remove his curse. Curse? Is that what happened? He's not in control of himself right now. He hasn't been in quite some time. You know the event that caused it. You were there. He's aware of everything. He's terrified. He needs help. What do you say? You help me, I help you. Caijoru holds his hand out in front of me, as if he's expecting me to shake it. He wants me to help him, and he'll help Caleb? What does he want me to help him with? Do I care about helping Caleb? It's a horrible thing for me to question if what Caijoru says is true. I shudder, bothered by the image in my mind of Caleb, and for 2 years now... Man, this stupid dream. Do I trust a weird Kitsune in my dream? This seems pointless. It's only a dream, but should I take his hand? What happens if I say yes? What happens if I say no? We're saying no this run. See? You know what? You know what it is? You know why? You know why we're saying no this run? Read 'em and weep. Because it says Daren. It doesn't say Ted or Caijoru. It says Daren. So fuck off. Reject. The rejection route. I continue to stare at his hand, making no moves to accept his offer. I don't know who this Caijoru person is, and I don't feel comfortable agreeing with whatever his terms are when I don't even know what he's asking of me yet. Noticing I'm not accepting, Caijoru withdraws his hand. I'm afraid he's going to be angry. I fear the worst. I fear the unknown of what he'll say or do now that I've rejected his deal. But he just smiles. Pardon me, my manners really have slipped over the years. I suppose I can't expect you to trust someone you've only just met. It's only natural for you to be hesitant after all, especially considering what you've been through. No, matters like this should not be rushed. As I've said before, you have no reason to fear me. I'm merely approaching you as a friend. I can offer a solution to your friend's problem. In return, you will help me with my predicament. You see, I'm currently in a less than ideal situation, and I would very much like for that to change. I'm not asking for much, only your cooperation. What do you say? He holds his hand out once again, giving me the option to either accept or reject his offer. Wow, I guess they're really wanting you to think about this. Reject. Again, I make no effort to shake his hand. I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't know what he's wanting from me, and I have no intention of letting myself be tricked into a bad situation. Not after Jesse. No, I won't say yes to something if I don't know exactly what I'm getting into. Again, Caijoru does not show any anger or hostility, though his smile feels less pronounced now. Very well. While I cannot fathom your inactivity in regards to your friend's well-being, I do understand these things take time. Perhaps you need a day to think it over. You're free to go about your dream as normal, and I shall take my leave. I do advise you to keep an open mind and your wits about. I certainly wouldn't want anything to happen to you or anyone else you care about. I open my mouth to call out, to ask him what he means by that, only to be reminded yet again that I'm able to speak. I'll see you around. Do think it over. In an instant, he vanishes, and something else changes as well. I can't breathe! I can't breathe! In a panic, I kick my legs against the seafloor, flailing my arms about, trying my best to swim upwards. Now that Caijoru is gone, the water is finally behaving like real, actual water. I can no longer keep my eyes open. The salt water is stinging them. I can't see. I can't breathe. I can't scream. Help! In a matter of minutes, I can't hold my breath anymore, and my lungs rapidly fill with water. I'm going to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't accept. My body goes limp. But I'm not dead. I can't breathe. I can't focus on anything. I can hardly think. I can't wake up. I can't die. I don't know how much time passes as my body floats up with no destination, no surface to return to. I've been left alone here, abandoned. Why won't anyone save me? I'm alone. Yeesh. Yo, wake up. What? Wake up, Jeffrey. I open my eyes and slowly scan the room. Is that nightmare finally over? You doing okay there? I look towards the door to see Daren standing there, arms crossed. I slowly nod, too tired to think of anything to say. I ordered breakfast. You hungry? Huh? I hear his words, but their meaning gets lost on me as I'm still trying to wrap my head around the dream I just had. I said I got food. Food? Yes. Burger. You. Eat. Oh. Thanks? Daren stands there staring at me as if expecting something from me. Never thought I'd see the day he didn't get all excited over food. It's only after he says that I realize what's going on. Wait, you got me a burger? Why? To celebrate. Got my first job interview out of the way. I know you like burgers, so I got you one. Thanks. I'm sorry to ask, but could I have a minute to myself? Sure thing. Come out whenever you're ready. Daren waits before leaving my room, closing the door behind him. Okay, now I kind of feel bad for asking him to leave. That dream, though? That was the most terrifying experience of my life. I still remember it so vividly. I know what it feels like to drown now. Was it because I said no? I really hope I don't have any more dreams like that. I get up off my bed and stretch my arms out above my head, feeling stiff after what felt like an eternity of sleep. I take Daren's advice from last night and open the bag of neatly folded clothes on my dresser, only to find that he bought me nothing more but more solid green shirts, the same color as the one I'm wearing. Really, Daren? I chuckled to myself, not sure what I was expecting. From what I find in the other bag, it seems like he did the same thing for Ted. It's full of the same style of red shirts. I go ahead and change my shirt, casually tossing the old one to the floor. I guess I should go and get food. We already had some from the grocery store, but I may as well eat whatever Daren ordered. My stomach growls as I think that. So I make up my mind and leave my room. I make my way into the living room to find Daren and Ted watching TV. Daren's leaning back in his recliner, and Ted's lying down on the couch. Good morning. That was fast. Yeah, I just needed a minute to think about things. Oh? About what? Just stuff. I want to eat. I'm hungry. Your food's right there on the table. I noticed an open styrofoam container on the table, so I grab it and make my way over to the couch. Ted sits up to make room for me, his eyes glancing briefly toward me before returning back to the television. I sit down next to him, opening my container to find a small burger. Opening it up, I find it's missing almost every ingredient. It's just dry meat on a bun. I close the container, disappointed with the poor state of my food. Yeah, where the fuck did he get this from? Alright, guys and gals, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. If a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!